So you figured out how to get leads, calls are coming in, but when it's time to close, dead air. I need to think about it, send me some info. Like, I'm sure you've heard it all by now. So you start second guessing your sales script, thinking you need a closer, but that's not the real issue. You're trying to sell your service like a product when what they want is a return. You need to flip the script. What you need to start doing is start using the ROI based selling method. That's exactly how I close $7,000 to $22,000 deals with my clients in the HVAC niche. But again, this works in any niche. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you're going to script out and basically create a framework for ROI based selling. This works with, again, any niche. You need to stop selling your service like a product, because I'm telling you that's killing your gains, like that's killing your sales. And if you actually show people a return and make it a logical no-brainer why they should pay you for your service, you will start closing at extremely high close rates. So again, let's get into it here. Okay, so what is ROI-based selling, right? So ROI-based selling is showing them that they have a return on investment, right? I mean, like, pretty obvious there. But the idea is you don't want to start, you don't want to get caught in the, flashy features and what they get in the bundle package and what you do, or maybe like, you also do websites when you're trying to sell like advertisements. Like, you want to show them logically how you're going to get them from where they are, point A, to where they want to get point B. Most marketing agencies sell their services like a product, when really what the end user wants is, and what they always pay for 99% of the time, is they pay you for the outcome. Think about it like if you ever paid a coach for, like a coaching program. You're not paying for the course and the material and the one-on-one. Like, I mean, you are, but you decided to pay them your money because you're paying for the outcome. They promised, or they've told you that you're going to get to XYZ a month, right? So you're paying them for the outcome. And that's exactly what you need to be doing in your agency when you're selling to home service businesses. Okay. So let's kind of get into it here. So people, again, like I just said, people don't buy services, they buy the outcome. Okay. This is extremely, extremely important. And your sales calls, you tell them how you're going to get them from point A all the way to point B. That's what your entire sales pitch should be about. How you're going to get them there, and show them logically how they're going to get there. Okay. There's many ways to go about it. You show them, like your cost per lead. You show them your cost per estimate request, right? If you're actually booking estimates for them, for their business, you show them the average cost per close that your clients are getting, that they can potentially see as long as certain KPIs are met, right? There's many ways you can be doing this to actually show them an ROI. That is the same thing. Most importantly though, like, you need to show them a clear return on investment. This can't be like, oh, if we do X, Y, and Z, we're probably going to get this return. Like, you want to show them clearly. So how I do it is I always show the prospect the worst case scenario. Okay. Worst case scenario, WCS, always. The reason being is because if I show them like the worst numbers, like as an example, if I ask them how many, on our worst case, we might get leads at $40, let's say. Again, I'm throwing like random numbers out there, but if I tell them like worst case, we are getting leads at $40, and we spend like super low amounts on ads. So for instance, like, let's just say, they're spending $1,000 a month on ads, extremely low, right? And I tell them, listen, so we're going to get, X amount of leads. And if we close at a super low rate still, like if we close, 15, 20% still, this is the return that you're going to get. So we're going to be turning this $1,000, and you tell them, hey, like, worst case scenario with the worst case results that none of our clients have actually had. But again, I'm showing you worst case, so we have an idea. You're going to be turning that into, let's just say, like 12K, right? So by showing them like the worst case scenario, you're showing them a clear vision on ROI. Because again, if the prospect is super confident in their own ability and your ability as well, because you've shown them through social proof and obviously on the sales call, and that's why they're on the call with you, you're going to basically tell them pretty much like, you're not going to get the worst case scenario, but just to show you, if we got worst case scenario, you're still in the green, right? And that's how you make a logical offer that is really, really hard to say no to. Okay. Another one is, do not confuse the prospect. There's many ways of doing this where you can easily confuse a prospect by showing them too much. or going on too many graphs or just doing also too much math, right? Like what I just told you was like a lot of this is somewhat math. Like you're going to be showing them and going through some mathematical equations and showing them how they're going to get the result. But what you want to make sure you don't do is one, show too much math. If you got some really big charts that just look confusing, like you don't want to confuse the prospect, because if you confuse the prospect, what I always say is confused buyers never buy. If they're confused about what you do or how you achieve the result, it's not going to sit well with them and they're not going to pay for your services, especially if you're selling a high ticket services like $3,000 plus or even $1,000, right? Like no one's going to pay money for something that they don't truly understand and how they're going to receive an investment. Like think of it like an investor. If he's confused on what you do you think they're going to invest with you? No, right? So it's important that you do show them a clear ROI, but in the least confusing way possible. Okay, so by doing this, you're hitting all three things. You're not selling your service like a product, that they're buying the outcome that you're telling them that they can achieve. You're showing them the worst case scenario. Okay, so again, the worst case scenario that they would get is still an ROI, right? And again, you don't want to confuse the prospect because, like I just said, confused buyers never buy. Now, I have an entire ROI based selling framework. Like it's basically a sales script, but again, I don't like scripts, so it's more like a framework that you customize yourself that I give to all of my clients that I help actually achieve this. If you want it or you're interested in how you can create one of these yourself, again, I've given you everything here that you can go off and actually create your ROI based selling framework. But if you want help with me to create one with you, just hit the link down below or you can DM me, but there's a link down below. You can book a call with me and I can actually help you one-on-one on creating one of these. Because again, like I see far too many times that you're selling your service like product and people don't buy services and they don't buy product. They buy the outcome. Okay. Why would they buy, like, again, like I'll literally explain it again, right? Why would someone buy a service? They're buying a service, like they're buying your ad service because they're expecting that they're going to receive an outcome, right? So if your sales pitch is just all about how great our ads are and how high quality they are and how many clicks we're getting and how many leads we're getting, like they don't care about how many clicks or leads you're getting. They just don't. They care about the ROI that they're going to receive from those clicks, from those leads. So you have to make sure that you say that very clearly and confidently in your sales pitch. Okay. So again, guys, if you want it, you can DM me on Instagram and I could help you out, or just book in a call below. I mean, you could chat about it, but I'll see you guys in the next one.